So people think engineers do not have emotions, and we do have emotions. In fact, I came up with a set of emojis just for engineers, okay? So here you go. There's the typical emoji right there. That's an engineer happy. Okay. There's one sad. There's mad, there's amused. There's a little difference. You got to look carefully. Confused. Then we got disgust, surprise, joy. And then here's this. You get a little bit right on the edges there. That means the project is finished.
Hey there, and welcome to a very special edition of Comedy from Home. This is the comedy show that comes to you from my office right here in my home in Southern California. I'm your host, Don McMillan. Thank you for joining us today, and you have come for Engineers Week. That's right, it's Engineers Week. I know. Hold it down. Calm down. I know this is exciting for all of you. The Engineers Week, it's always the third week of February, 1 week after Valentine's Day. Coincidence? Completely. Has nothing to do with Valentine's Day. I don't even know why they're close, but it has nothing. But it's Engineers Week. This is the most excited engineers get. This is it. This is the week we get to celebrate everything engineers do. And believe me, engineers, very underappreciated. I mean, we take the things, great inventions, and we make them applicable and usable in real life. Without them, nothing would work. We wouldn't have phones, we wouldn't have cars, we wouldn't have anything. Engineers figure out how to make the world work. That's what we do. So we're celebrating all things engineering today. By the way, stick around at the end of today's show. More live comedy coming up in front of a live studio audience. I know that stuff's funny because the people are laughing. This may be funny, may not be. This is what in engineering world we call alpha test for many of these jokes. But today I'm just celebrating engineers. I'm so excited. I even got my look. I have my Tau Beta Pi sweatshirt. I see the Engineering Honor Society. See that? The Engineering Honor Society. I was a member of Tau Beta Pi. It was as close I got to a fraternity because I wasn't cool enough to be in a fraternity. But I was in the Engineering Honor Society. So binary high five to me. 1, 0, 1. Yes, the binary high five. Us engineers love to do that, by the way. We love to do it. But so let's get to today's Comedy from Home segment. I've prepared slides because I know how engineers communicate. So, of course, I have PowerPoints. So let's get to it right now. It's really just about celebrating engineers. What's it like to be an engineer like myself and my fellow engineers? You're going to walk a mile in our shoes today. Although if you were an engineer, you wouldn't walk. You'd probably invent some kind of transportation device that's more efficient and easier on you because that's the way we roll. But let's get to it. You know you are an engineer if. That's basically the theme of today's show. You know you're an engineer if. You know you're an engineer if. You know you're an engineer if on the SATs you scored 780 math, 200 verbal. Yeah. No, we hated that verbal section. No, me talk, not good, more number. I would go do the math section twice. I'd get 1600 math, 0 verbal. I don't need to talk. I can make numbers sing. That's the way I feel. You know you're an engineer if you choose a restaurant based on their speed of their Wi-Fi. Yeah. No, seriously. If I don't have 5G good Wi-Fi, I am not eating there. I don't care how good the food is. No, I need good Wi-Fi. You know you're an engineer if on forms you give your home address as 216.27.600.136. Yeah, that's your IP address if you didn't know. Some of these may be too nerdy, and if you're not getting them, feel good about yourself. You know you're an engineer if when you got married, you registered at Fry's. At Fry's. Engineers know Fry's. Come on. And I have to just take a moment to just remember Fry's for a second because I heard just this morning all the Fry's stores, the Fry's electronics stores are closing, and it's a sad day. If you're an engineer like me, I loved Fry's. It was the superstore of electronics. It was the super Walmart. They had everything there. They had computers, they had printers, they had motherboards, they had cables, they had connectors, they had memory device, everything. You could buy 18 gigs of RAM, a quart of milk, and underwear. All at Fry's. It was an engineer's dream, and it's closing. Today they are closing, and it's a sad day. So let's just take a nanosecond of silence to remember Fry's. So just a nanosecond. There you go. A nanosecond is not a whole long time. But engineers, we're going to miss Fry's. Thank you, Fry's, for all the years you were there for us. Next, you know you're an engineer if. You know you're an engineer if when you were a child. When you were a child, your favorite toy was an erector set. I loved my erector set. Come on, that was great. Now, I'm showing my age there, but come on. Erector, and by the way, the erector set was your favorite toy, but not because it sounded like erection. No, that's not what we thought was fun. Although, when you're a 13-year-old boy, erection set, but no, I just really liked the erector set. I did. I didn't care about the name. You know you're an engineer if. You know you're an engineer if when you hear the word mole, you don't think of a cute little furry animal or a spy. You think 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd. Yeah, that's a mole, ladies and gentlemen. That is a mole. Ask Avogadro. He knows. I love Avogadro. In fact, I have his number. I can call Avogadro. I have Avogadro's number. And if you don't know Avogadro's number, I'm sorry, I can't help you. But every time I order guacamole, I think of Avocado's number. That's how I remember it. That's my little, I share that with you. You know you're an engineer if. You know you're an engineer if, to you, alt-right is just a PC shortcut. It's just alt-right, Control-Alt-Delete, Control... Alt-right. Okay. Some of these are better than others. You know you're an engineer if you consider the show MacGyver, and every engineer watched MacGyver. You consider the show MacGyver as science fiction fantasy. No, I'm sorry. No, that is not possible. No. Great idea, not possible. No. Fantasy. You know you're an engineer if your psychiatrist says you are bipolar and you immediately insist, no, I've always been CMOS. No, I'm CMOS, come on. I am digital. No, I'm not bipolar. Very nerdy joke there. If you didn't get that, feel good about yourself. You're an engineer. You know you're an engineer if you consider Dungeons and Dragons foreplay. Yes. Yeah, little role play. Is that sad? It's kind of sad, yeah. These are all sexual ones. These last couple are sexual, by the way. So if you have kids, get them out of them. You know you're an engineer if you'll sleep with someone on the first date, but you won't share passwords until the third date. No, I am not ready for that kind of commitment. No, I'll sleep with you, but no, I am not giving you my password. No, I'm not ready for that yet. Stand back. And then finally, this will be the last one. You know you're an engineer if the first time you found your girlfriend's G-spot, you used a GPS unit. Hey, however you get it done, that's what I'm saying. You get GPS, doesn't matter, as long as it's all about the result to us engineers. It's all about the result. And with that, I am going to wrap up today's show. I hope you enjoyed that live stuff from here in my office. If not, stick around. There's funny stuff coming up. A little clip about engineers in front of a live studio audience. People are laughing, so I'm pretty sure it's funny. In the meantime, thank you, engineers. In fact, if you see an engineer, go up and hug them. Just give them a hug. They won't like it, but hug an engineer today. Let them know you appreciate everything that engineers do for us, okay? And until next time, keep laughing, be well, and here comes your video.
So I posed myself, these are the worst categories for engineers on Jeopardy, and this would be the board that would scare the out of me. Fashion, sports, rhetorical questions, movie and television, heavy metal bands, and poetry. I would walk off the show if I had to. And go, Alex, I'm sorry, I'm out of here. I may owe points. But here we go. Fashion for 200. I'll take fashion for 200, Alex. And the answer is fashion for 200. This trend followed the mini skirt. Engineer's answer, what is the micro skirt? Made perfect sense to me. You asked for uber nerdy. Here we go. Sports for 100. Sports for 100. The answer is, in hockey, it's the difference between the red line and the blue line. Engineer's answer, what is the wavelength? Again, these are not wrong, realize. I mean, they're wrong, but they're not wrong.